Be me, 24, working dead-end, IT support job. Dating this girl, Jessica, for like 8 months. She's cute but has this weird energy like she's always plotting something. Should have seen the red flags when she asked about my credit score. On date 3. Anyway, we're chilling at her apartment watching Netflix. She pauses mid-episode and goes, "So, when are we getting married?" Not like a question, more like she was asking when I'm taking out the trash. What? We've been dating for 8 months, Jessica. She gets this look like I just told her Santa isn't real. 8 months is basically a year anon. Most couples are engaged by now. Brain does the Windows XP error noise trying to process this math. That's not how time works. It is, though. My sister got engaged after 6 months. Your sister also got divorced after 4 months. She ignores this completely and pulls out her phone. Starts showing me wedding Pinterest boards. Apparently she's been planning our wedding since month 2. Look, I already picked our colors, sage green and dusty rose. Jessica, we've never talked about marriage. We talk about it all the time, Anon. You're just not listening. Confused, because I definitely would remember marriage conversations. She starts listing off all these hints I apparently missed. When you said my apartment was nice, you were obviously thinking about us living together. When you met my parents, you were clearly asking for their blessing. When you said you liked kids at the mall, you were planning our family. None of this happened the way she's describing it. I complimented her microwave, and apparently that meant I wanted to share kitchen appliances forever. Jessica, this is getting weird. Can we slow down? She starts crying immediately. Not like sad crying, strategic crying, so you don't see a future with me. I didn't say that. You're saying you don't want to marry me. I'm saying we should talk about this like normal people. Normal people don't string their girlfriends along for almost a year. There's that math again. She starts texting someone while crying. Turns out she's updating her group chat about our fight. Shows me the responses and they're all taking her side. CNN, everyone thinks you're being unreasonable. Her friends don't even know me, but apparently I'm the villain. Your friends are hearing your version, Jessica. There's only one version, Anon, the truth. She's got this way of saying things that makes you question reality, starts bringing up random conversations we had months ago, twisting them to sound like marriage proposals. Remember when you said you wanted to grow old with someone? I was talking about my grandparents, Jessica, but you looked at me when you said it. Eye contact is apparently a legally binding contract. Now she pulls out this notebook where she's been writing down everything I say. It's like evidence for a court case that doesn't exist. See, right here, October 15th, you said you loved spending time with me. That's not a marriage. Proposal. It's implied and on subtext. Everything is subtext. With this girl, I order pizza, and apparently, I'm practicing providing for our family. Hold the door open, and I'm showing husband material behavior exists in her general vicinity, and I'm building our life together. She starts talking about ring shopping has specific requirements, like she's ordering from a catalog. I want princess cut, at least 2 carats, white gold band. Jessica. We're not engaged. Yet Anon, we're not engaged yet. She's already planned the entire wedding venue booked for next spring. Apparently you booked a venue. My mom helped. She put the deposit on her credit card. You spent your mom's money on a wedding I didn't agree to. It's an investment in our future. Anon, this is where I knew I was in too deep. She starts calling me her fiance around her friends. Corrects people when they call me her boyfriend. Actually, he's my fiance. We're getting married next year. I'm sitting right there. But apparently my opinion doesn't matter. Her mom starts calling me son-in-law, sends me friend requests on Facebook with the caption, future family. Jessica changes her relationship status to engaged without telling me. I find out when my own mom calls asking about the engagement. Mom, we're not engaged. Jessica posted photos of rings on Facebook. She's been trying on rings at jewelry stores and posting them online, captions them with, "He has such good taste." I've never seen these rings before in my life. Confront her about the Facebook thing. I was just practicing Anon, seeing how it felt, and practicing lying to everyone we know. I wasn't lying, I was manifesting our future. She's really into this manifesting thing now. Reads these relationship books about claiming your man, starts leaving bridal magazines around my apartment. I just thought you'd want input on the flowers. What flowers, Jessica? For our wedding, Anon, keep up. She's living in this alternate reality where we're already married refers to my stuff as our stuff. Starts making decisions about our future house. Shows up with paint samples for rooms and houses we haven't looked at. I think we should go with the warm beige for the nursery. What nursery? It's for our future kids, Anon, obviously. She's named our hypothetical children, has a whole family tree drawn out. Apparently we're having 3 kids and a golden retriever named Max. I don't even like dogs. She starts inviting me to wedding planning sessions with her mom, disguises them as regular dinners. Suddenly they're asking about my tuxedo preferences. We haven't set a date yet. Spring is perfect for outdoor ceremonies. They've already chosen the flowers, the menu, the music. I'm basically a guest at my own theoretical wedding. Jessica starts getting weird about other girls. Any female interaction is a threat to our engagement. Female cashier at grocery store smiles at me. Jessica makes a scene in the parking lot. She was totally flirting with you. She asked if I found everything. Okay, Jessica. She could see your ring finger, Anon. I'm not wearing a ring because we're not engaged. She starts buying me promise rings to practice with. Gets upset when I don't wear them. It's disrespectful to our relationship. What relationship, Jessica? You're planning a wedding with yourself. This makes her cry again. But like angry crying this time, I can't believe you'd say that. It's true though. We've been building something beautiful. Anon, you've been building something. I've been existing, she starts. Love bombing me extra hard after fights, makes elaborate dinners, and talks about practicing being a wife. Leaves little notes about our future home. Buys couples items like matching coffee mugs for when we're married and having morning coffee together. Everything is preparation for this imaginary future. Her friends start treating me like I'm already married to her, asking about honeymoon plans and bachelor party ideas. I keep saying we're not engaged, but nobody listens. Jessica has convinced everyone it's just a matter of time. He's just nervous about the commitment. Starts scheduling meetings with wedding vendors. Drags me along as her fiancé. I sit there awkwardly while she plans everything. Cake tasting, flower arrangements, DJ consultations. Vendors keep congratulating me on the engagement. Actually, we're not. Jessica cuts me off every time. He's being modest. We're very excited. Pays deposits with her credit card, like she's buying groceries. It's an investment, and on these vendors book up fast. She's created this whole timeline in her head. Engagement announcement in December. Wedding in May. Already designed the save the date. Cards. Has our wedding hashtag picked out. Starts talking about wedding dress shopping. Wants me to come give my opinion. That's not how this works, Jessica. How what works, Anon? Literally any of this. She gets this confused look like I'm speaking another language. We're getting married, Anon. This is what people do. People get engaged first. We are engaged, just not officially yet. The mental gymnastics are incredible. She starts sending me articles about commitment phobia, highlighting sections about men who can't take the next step. This article really explains your behavior, Anon. My behavior of not proposing marriage after 8 months. 10 months, Anon. It's been 10 months. Still doing creative math with our relationship timeline. She starts setting deadlines for the proposal. I think Christmas would be romantic. Or New Year's. New year, new beginning. Valentine's Day is classic but a little predictable. Discussing my own proposal schedule, like a work project, starts dropping hints to my friends about helping with proposal planning. My buddy Tyler calls me confused. Dude, Jessica asked me about ring sizes and your mom's phone number. We're not getting engaged, Tyler. That's not what she said, man. She's recruiting my entire social circle. As accomplices, my mom starts asking when she's getting grandchildren. Jessica mentioned you two are getting serious. Mom, we've been dating less than a year. She showed me the Pinterest board, Anon. It's beautiful. Jessica has been showing her wedding plans to my family. They think I'm just being shy about announcing it. She starts crying at random moments about our delayed engagement. I just want to start our life together, Anon. We have a life, Jessica. This one, right now. This isn't real life. This is just waiting. Everything is preparation for marriage. In her mind, can't enjoy anything because it's all just practice. For later, dinner dates are practicing being married. Movie nights are building traditions for our future family. Going grocery shopping is learning to manage a household together. She turns every normal couple activity into wedding prep, starts getting angry when I don't participate in the fantasy. You never seem excited about our future because you planned it without me. I planned it for us, Anon. You planned it for you, Jessica. She starts threatening to leave if I don't propose soon. I can't wait forever, Anon. Nobody asked you to wait, so you're saying you'll never marry me. I'm saying we should figure out if we even work as a couple first. We've been together almost a year, Anon. We obviously work. There's that creative timeline. Again, she gives me an ultimatum on month 9, propose by Valentine's Day or we're done. What if I'm not ready by Valentine's Day? Then you'll never be ready, Anon. The emotional manipulation is getting exhausting. Every conversation becomes about our future together. Can't talk about anything without her connecting it to marriage. Mention wanting to travel someday, and she starts planning our honeymoon. Talk about career goals, and she's picking houses in good school districts. Say I like a restaurant, and she's booking it for our rehearsal dinner. Everything feeds into the wedding machine. She's built in her head finally hit my breaking point when she starts calling wedding venues, using my name without permission. Hi, this is Jessica calling to confirm the booking for Jessica and Anon's wedding. Jessica, what the hell? I was just checking availability, Anon, using my name like I agreed to this. It's our wedding, Anon. Of course I used your name. It's your imaginary wedding, Jessica. She starts sobbing like, I just killed her dog. How can you say that? Because it's true, we've been planning this together. You've been planning, and I've been getting dragged along that night. She posts on social media about relationship struggles, gets sympathy from friends about her commitment-phobic boyfriend. They all comment about how she deserves better, how men today don't know how to commit. I'm getting tagged in posts about the importance of stepping up. Her mom calls me to have a heart-to-heart. Jessica is such a wonderful girl, Anon. I know Mrs. Patterson, she's put so much thought into your future together. That's kind of the problem. A woman who plans ahead is a blessing, Anon. A woman who plans my life without me is terrifying. Her whole family thinks I'm just scared of commitment. Nobody questions why Jessica is wedding planning for a relationship that isn't engaged. Finally decide I need to have the real conversation, sit her down and try to explain my perspective. Jessica, I care about you, but this is moving too fast. 10 months isn't fast, Anon. For marriage it is. For us it isn't. She's created her own reality with different rules. I need you to stop planning our wedding. I can't just turn off my feelings, Anon. Your feelings aren't the problem, it's the venue deposits. Those were just to hold the dates. With whose permission, Jessica? She gets quiet for a minute, then she starts crying again. I thought we were on the same page. We were never on the same page. You wrote the whole book. So what are you saying, Anon? I'm saying maybe we should take a break A break from what? From wedding planning, a relationship that isn't ready for it. She looks at me like I just suggested we sacrifice her cat. Are you breaking up with me? I'm trying to save us from your timeline. My timeline is our timeline, Anon. There's no getting through to her. She's so deep in the fantasy, she can't see reality anymore. Next day, she texts me an ultimatum. If you don't propose by next month, I'm done. Then I guess we're done, Jessica. She doesn't respond for 3 days, then sends me a novel-length text about everything I'm throwing away. Lists all the deposits she's lost, all the plans we're canceling, all the future we're destroying. None of it was real, but the grief is, she posts about our breakup like we called off an actual engagement. Sometimes people aren't ready for forever. Grateful for the lessons learned, excited for my next chapter. Her friends comment like she's recovering from a divorce. My friends are confused because they didn't know we were that serious. Dude, I thought you guys were just dating. We were Tyler, she was planning a wedding. That's nuts, man. A month later, she's already dating someone new. Posts about finding someone who appreciates planning ahead. Poor dude has no idea what he's walking into my face when I realized I dodged the most elaborate catfish of all time. She was catfishing me with a future that only existed in her head. That feeling when you realize some people fall in love with their own delusions and try to gaslight you into living inside them. BME 23, professional night owl and disaster human sleep schedule, more broken than my financial situation, going to bed at 6 a.m. Like it's a normal Tuesday wake up at 3 p.m., wondering why I feel like death living off energy drinks, and the dreams I crushed along the way working night shift at data center. Because I'm already nocturnal, coworkers think I'm vampire, or just really committed to the bit. Either way, they're not wrong. Spend weekends playing games until sunrise, then sleeping until dinner. My circadian rhythm filed a restraining order against me. Parents stopped calling because I never answer before 4 p.m. Basically exist in this weird time bubble where normal people don't live. Then this girl, Emma, starts working day shift at my job. Cute, organized, probably owns a planner and uses it. The type who drinks water without being reminded. Has her life together in ways that seem like magic to me. She's always leaving when I'm arriving at 10 p.m. We cross paths in the parking lot like ships in the night, except one ship is a functional human and the other is me start having brief conversations during shift changes. She's funny and doesn't judge me for looking like I crawled out of a cave. Mentions she's never met someone who lives completely backwards. It's not backwards, Emma. It's just differently scheduled. Anon, you eat breakfast at midnight. Breakfast is a state of mind. She laughs, and I realize I haven't made anyone laugh in months. Start looking forward to these 5-minute parking lot chats, begin showing up to work 15 minutes early, just to talk longer. She starts staying late to chat too. Learn she's studying to be a nurse, and has her whole life mapped out. Color-coded calendar, meal prep Sundays, 8 hours of sleep every night. Meanwhile, I can't remember what day it is without checking my phone. How do you function like this? Anon, very poorly, Emma. Very poorly. She finds my chaos amusing instead of concerning, starts texting me during normal human hours I'm dead asleep. When she sends good morning texts at 7 a.m., respond at 4 p.m. with good morning to you too. She sends me memes about being a functional adult. I send her memes about insomnia and existential dread. Somehow we balance each other out through text. She starts asking about my gaming sessions. What are you playing tonight? Probably something until my eyes bleed. That doesn't sound healthy. Anon, nothing about my lifestyle is healthy. Emma, she starts sending me articles about sleep hygiene, just looking out for you. It's weirdly sweet, having someone care about my disaster schedule. Start actually reading the articles instead of ignoring them. Learn my sleep schedule is apparently destroying my brain. Who knew? Staying up until dawn every night was bad for you. Revolutionary science. Right there. Emma suggests we hang out on a weekend. I could adapt to your schedule for one night. My brain immediately starts planning the most epic gaming session. You don't want to enter my world, Emma. It's dark and full of Mountain Dew. I'm willing to risk it, Anon. She comes over Saturday night around 11 p.m., brings snacks and genuine curiosity about my nocturnal existence. I've prepared for this, like I'm hosting royalty. Cleaned my apartment for the first time in 3 months. Bought actual food instead of just energy drinks and sadness. She walks in and surveys my setup, blackout curtains, multiple monitors, RGB lighting everywhere. It's like a spaceship in here and on. Welcome to Mission Control, Emma. Show her my gaming setup, and she's actually interested. Asks intelligent questions about the games I play. Lets her try some co-op stuff, and she's surprisingly good. I used to game with my brother before college. We're playing until like 3 a.m., and she's keeping up perfectly made coffee at midnight, and she didn't even question it. This is actually kind of fun, Anon. Told you the night shift has its perks around 4 a.m. She starts getting tired, curls up on my couch with a blanket. I might need to tap out soon. Lightweight. Emma, it's barely dawn. She falls asleep around 5 a.m. while I'm still gaming. I turn down the volume and let her sleep. Weirdest thing is I don't feel tired. Usually I'm crashing by 6 a.m., but having her here gives me energy. She wakes up around 9 a.m. looking confused. Anon, did you sleep? Nope, still going strong. That's not normal. Anon. Define normal, Emma. Makes me promise to try sleeping at a reasonable time, just once for science. What do I get if I do it? My respect and possibly a functional circadian rhythm. Deal, but only because you asked nicely that night. I actually try to go to bed at midnight, lie there staring at ceiling like I'm cosplaying a corpse. Brain immediately starts thinking about everything I could be doing instead. Text Amanchat Emma around 1 a.m. This is impossible. Stay strong, Anon. You got this. My brain is too powerful for sleep. Your brain is too stupid for sleep. Somehow, her insult motivates me to keep trying. Eventually fall asleep around 2 a.m., which is basically a miracle. Wake up at 10 a.m. feeling like I've been reborn, text Emma. Holy crap, I feel human. Told you so, Anon. This is witchcraft, Emma. Explain yourself. It's called a normal sleep schedule, you cave goblin. Her nicknames for me are getting more creative. Start trying to sleep earlier, more often. Not every night because I'm not Superman, but maybe every few nights I attempt normalcy. Emma starts sleeping over more often on weekends. We develop this routine where she adapts to my chaos, and I occasionally attempt her organization. She brings her planner over and shows me how scheduling works. See, Anon, if you plan your day, you can actually accomplish things. But what if I don't want to accomplish things, Emma? Then you accomplish nothing, which is also a choice I like. Your philosophy. She starts helping me meal prep. On Sundays teaches me that food can come from places other than delivery apps. Cooking isn't that hard, Anon. Everything is hard when you're fundamentally broken. You're not broken. You're just operating on goblin time. There's that nickname again. She's somehow making my disaster lifestyle sound endearing. Start looking forward to her organizational interventions. She color codes my calendar, and it actually helps. Why do you have nothing scheduled between midnight and 6 a.m.? That's prime gaming time, Emma. What if we scheduled some sleep time? Revolutionary concept. We compromise on a loose schedule that accommodates both our chaos. She agrees to more late-night hangouts. I agree to attempt sleep before sunrise. Occasionally start having regular movie nights around 11 p.m. She brings normal human snacks. I provide the optimal viewing environment. My blackout curtains create perfect movie theater vibes. We work through her entire watch list of films I've never seen, because apparently I've been living under a rock for years. How have you never seen this movie? Anon, I was busy perfecting my nocturnal lifestyle. That's not a real excuse. It is if you commit to it fully. She starts falling asleep during the movies around 1 a.m. I cover her with blankets and finish watching alone. These quiet moments become my favorite part of the night. Watching her sleep peacefully while I'm still wide awake feels like I'm guarding something precious. Start adjusting my schedule slightly to match her sleep times, not dramatically, just enough that we both get tired around 2 a.m. She notices the effort and appreciates it. You're actually getting better at this human thing, Anon. I have a good teacher. I'm just teaching you basic survival skills. Same thing, Emma. Months pass, and our schedules start naturally syncing. She's staying up later, I'm sleeping earlier, meeting somewhere in the middle like a compromise made of caffeine and determination. Coworkers start noticing I'm less zombie-like during shift changes. Anon, you look almost alive tonight. Emma's been debugging my sleep schedule. Emma's a miracle worker. Tell me something I don't know. She starts bringing me coffee. During shift changes, perfectly timed for when I need caffeine. Most you know my schedule better than I do, Emma. Someone has to keep track of your chaos. What would I do without you? Probably die of malnutrition and sleep deprivation. Probably realize I'm becoming dependent on her organizational influence, not in a bad way. More like she's become my external brain. The part that remembers to eat real food and sleep occasionally. Start planning dates around both our schedules. Late dinner at midnight. Early breakfast at 10 a.m. She adapts to my weird timing. I adapt to her need for actual nutrition. Find restaurants that serve breakfast all night. This place is perfect and on. Pancakes at 2 a.m. Told you the night shift has hidden benefits. I'm starting to see the appeal. She's getting better at staying up late. I'm getting better at waking up before sunset. We're both becoming weird, hybrid versions of ourselves. Her friends think she's going through a phase. My friends think I've been possessed by functional human, and both are kind of accurate. Emma starts staying over most weekends, brings her entire skincare routine, and takes over my bathroom. Anon, your bathroom looks like a gas station. It's minimalist, Emma. It's depressing. She decorates with plants and actual towels that match suddenly. My apartment looks like humans live here. She organizes my kitchen and teaches me about vegetables. Green things aren't just decorative, Anon. Citation needed. I'm literally studying to be a nurse, trust me. Fair point. Start cooking together during late-night food preparation sessions. She makes it seem less intimidating than I thought. Cooking is just chemistry you can eat. I failed chemistry, Emma. Then we'll start with sandwiches. Somehow she makes even basic cooking feel like an adventure. We graduate from sandwiches to actual meals over several weeks. I learned that food tastes better when you make it yourself. Revolutionary concept that nobody told me about. She starts leaving clothes at my place, not moving in, just practical stuff. For overnight stays, seeing her toothbrush next to mine feels weirdly domestic. Like we're playing house, but it's actually working. My sleep schedule is still wonky, but significantly more human, going to bed around 2 a.m., waking up around 11 a.m. Emma calls this acceptable progress. You're almost a real person now. Anon, I was always a real person, Emma. Debatable, but you're definitely more functional. I'll take it. Start having deeper conversations during our late-night hangouts. She tells me about her nursing school stress. I tell her about my existential dread and career confusion. Somehow we both feel less alone in our respective chaos. You know, Anon, you're actually pretty wise for a goblin. Wisdom born from years of poor life choices. The best kind of wisdom. She starts asking my advice about school stuff. Apparently my night shift perspective is useful for problem solving. You see things differently than most people. That's what happens when you live upside down. Maybe upside down is just another kind of right side up. Getting philosophical on me, Emma. You're rubbing off on me, Anon. Realize we're becoming this weird symbiotic organism. She brings structure to my chaos. I bring chaos to her structure. Somehow it balances out into something functional. Months in, and I can't imagine going back to pure nocturnal existence. Not because it was wrong, but because this is better, having someone to share the weird hours with, someone who cares if I sleep or eat or exist properly. She starts hinting about making things more official. So Anon, what are we doing here? I thought we were fixing my sleep schedule. Mission accomplished. What's next? I don't know, Emma. You're the one with the planner. Maybe we should plan a future together. That sounds terrifyingly organized. I'll make it fun. Promise. She pulls out her planner and starts sketching possibilities, moving in together, combining our schedules permanently, finding a place that accommodates both night owls and early birds. We could get a place with good blackout curtains and a coffee maker with a timer. You've thought about this, Emma. I think about everything, Anon. That's my brand. I like your brand. Good, because you're stuck with it now. Start apartment hunting together, using her organizational skills. She makes spreadsheets comparing locations. I provide commentary about optimal gaming setups and midnight food delivery options. This place has fiber internet and faces east for morning light. Perfect. I'll never see the morning light, and the internet will be fast. You're going to see morning light now. Anon, that's part of the plan. Your plan is terrifying, and I'm here for it. Find a place that somehow meets both our ridiculous requirements. Sign lease on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'm awake for afternoon paperwork, like a real human. Emma is proud of my functional timing. Look at you being awake during business hours. Miracles do happen, Emma. You're my favorite miracle. Moving day is coordinated with military precision, thanks to Emma. I handle the heavy lifting and provide comic relief. She handles logistics and keeps us on schedule. My friends show up confused about my new daytime functionality. Dude, Anon, you're awake before sunset. That's concerning. I'm evolving Tyler. Into what? Something that might actually survive past 30. Emma integrates seamlessly with my disaster friend group. They're all slightly afraid of her organizational powers. Emma, how did you domesticate Anon? Patience, persistence, and strategic caffeine deployment. Teach us your ways. Some secrets die with me. Our new place becomes this perfect hybrid of organized chaos. She has her study corner with color-coded everything. I have my gaming corner with RGB. Everything shared spaces that somehow accommodate both our lifestyles. Bedroom with blackout curtains and a sunrise alarm clock. Compromise is beautiful. Anon, you're beautiful. Emma, smooth, but you're right. Settle into domestic routine that works for both of us. She studies while I game. We meet in the kitchen for midnight snacks. I sleep until 11 a.m. She gets up at 8 a.m. We have coffee together before she leaves for school. Weekends, we stay up late together. Weekdays, we respect each other's schedules. Somehow we've created this sustainable version of us. My sleep schedule isn't perfect, but it's functional. Her schedule isn't rigid, but it's flexible enough for spontaneous late-night adventures. We've both grown into better versions of ourselves 6 months into living together, and I realized something. I don't just love Emma. I love who I am when I'm with her. She didn't fix me. She helped me fix myself, and I helped her learn that chaos isn't always destructive. Sometimes it's just another way of being alive. Proposed to her at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday not planned, just felt right during one of our late-night conversations. Emma, do you want to make this chaos permanent and on? Are you proposing? I'm asking if you want to keep fixing each other forever. That's the most romantic thing you've ever said. I've been practicing. Yes, you disaster human, I want to keep fixing each other forever. She says yes, while wearing my old gaming headset and eating cereal. Most perfectly imperfect moment of my life. Wedding planning with Emma is exactly what you'd expect. Color-coded timeline, backup plans for the backup plans. I handle music and provide reality checks when she gets too organized. Emma, we don't need assigned seating for 30 people. But what if people don't know where to sit? They'll figure it out. Humans are surprisingly adaptive. You're right, I'm overthinking. It's what you do, it's why I love you. Ceremony at 4 p.m. Because it's the only time both our families can function. Reception goes until 2 a.m. Because we're still fundamentally night people. First dance at midnight, under string lights, perfect compromise between her need for structure and my love of chaos. Honeymoon is 2 weeks of sleeping in until noon and staying up until dawn. She finally experiences full nocturnal lifestyle without guilt. I finally experience planned relaxation without anxiety. This is nice and on, no schedules, no alarms. Told you chaos has its benefits. Controlled chaos, there's a difference. You're still organizing our chaos, Emma. Someone has to. I love that someone is you. Come back from honeymoon and settle into married life. She finishes nursing school. I get promoted to day shift supervisor. Both of us functioning during somewhat normal hours. Now still stay up late on weekends, gaming and watching movies. Still sleep in when we can get away with it. But we've found this sustainable middle ground. She keeps a planner. I keep her grounded. I maintain some chaos. She keeps me functional. Perfect balance of organization and disaster, my face. When I realized she didn't just fix my sleep schedule, she fixed my whole approach to being human. Taught me that structure isn't a prison, it's a foundation, and I taught her that spontaneity isn't scary. It's adventure that feel when you find someone who loves your chaos enough to help you organize it without trying to eliminate what makes you uniquely you.